been a while. Is that new wallpaper? Where's Ozerski, Sarge?
Who issued your passes?
He did. All right, take it easy. We'll find the professor ourselves.
Freeze. This is a secure facility. No rookie stalkers allowed. Limited access, special permit required.
Does Korshinov's badge count as a special permit?
You're from the ward? Well, why didn't you say so? Come on in.
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Professor Ozerski, the director of SDC Malachite. If you intend to remain at the center, please avoid interfering with our work and treat all visitors with courtesy and respect. My colleagues frequently require stalker assistance to retrieve artifacts or conduct field experiments. Should you prove yourself capable, you may be entrusted with such assignments.
Tell me about Malachite.
STC Malachite is the only place where we study the zone as it is. Here, no theory is labeled eccentric, and no field experiment is considered unnecessary. Even the smallest detail may hold the key to comprehending the fundamental patterns of the zone. Admittedly, those snobs at Circa mock our research, call it pseudoscience. But why listen to shallow pricks whose narrow-mindedness obstruct their own quest for truth? They were actually thinking of making me the head of Circa, you know? Luckily, it didn't work out. I'd rather go back to the mainland than deal with that bunch of show-offs and hypocrites.
I'm looking for information about the Phantoms. A monolithian called Faust conjured doubles of himself during a fight. I want to know how this is possible.
And I want to never have to hear about the subject again. But I suppose you're luckier than I am. The doubles you witnessed are induced illusions caused by Psi influence within the T.A.L. range. This Faust fellow appears to be employing older Psi consciousness technology. Psi consciousness were the ones who extensively researched induced illusions and their impact on humans. Have you heard about the Wish Granter? That's their handiwork.
See consciousness. That rings a bell.
It was a faction of idealistic scientists from Project X. They aspired to cleanse the noosphere of the dark manifestations of human nature, to make the world perfect. However noble their intentions may have been, their execution was rather poor. In June 2006, a decade after the discovery of the noosphere, they tried to establish an unauthorized connection to it. The experiment spiraled out of control, leading to the emergence of the zone. It now serves as a warning about the perils of impulsive scientific endeavors.
Where can I meet the Sea Consciousness scientists? I need to learn more about their technology.
You're a few years too late. Sea Consciousness ceased to exist in 2012 following the demise of all of its members. A stalker who goes by S.T.A.L.K.E.R managed to reach the generators after deactivating the Wish Granter. Then he gunned down Sea Consciousness. Evidently, he didn't take kindly to being used as a guinea pig.
I want to know more about induced illusions.
I'm not entirely sure we still have any books with enough information here at the center. The Circa archives would come in handy here.
I got them after the signal. They're saved on this flash drive.
Oh, that makes it so much easier. However, analyzing these archives will require a considerable amount of time, and I take it you need answers as soon as possible. Fortunately, the X network is up and running again. There's an abandoned mirror facility nearby. It was used to study induced illusions until 2008. If you can restart it and reconnect the mirror to Malachite, I could look for the information you need.
What exactly do I need to do?
Two things. Activate the visual projection center and calibrate the communication antenna. Mind you, configuring the antenna might require specific conditions. The older the equipment, the harder it is to set it up properly. I advise you to find an operations manual for the facility's engineering team and follow its guidelines to the letter. Talk to you later.
Howdy, eggheads. Care to tell me where Ozierski is?
Young man, I'd like to ask you.
Raspy, we're on our way. Give me a sit rep. Raspy, come in!
Saw his yacht of yesterday. Dead, ghastly, and decomposing. As he walked around the corner, he passed me by with a blank stare. Didn't even look at me. Then the next morning he strolled past me again, alive and well, and greeted me as if nothing had happened. Not a trace of decay. I checked the center. It's powered down. It was off yesterday too. What does this imply? Do these illusions continue after the VPC is shut down? Have we made them too tangible? Or perhaps the issue lies with me, and I'm seeing things that don't exist.
My initial hypothesis is confirmed. The Psi influence within the ranges in which we operate at the center doesn't entirely cease even after a complete shutdown. We'll continue with the experiments on induced illusions, but all participants will receive specialized recovery medications from now on. Moreover, we are developing an emergency security system to shut down the station if the Psi influence within its range exceeds acceptable levels. Professor Razumovsky has been transferred to the mainland and won't be participating in further research at this facility. I'm hopeful for his eventual recovery.
Research personnel, please proceed to your seats.
Thank you for establishing a secure connection. I was able to retrieve the information you requested. The Controller Project was responsible for the creation of phantoms as part of its research into induced illusions. However, all related data is highly classified and never went public. Fortunately, we have a list of the scientists involved in the project. If any of them are alive and in the zone, you may be able to get your information straight from the horse's mouth, as it were.
Do you know anyone on that list?
Regrettably, no. But someone who could assist you. Richter. He used to be a guide, but now his work mostly revolves around finding people. He's just the man you need.
This Richter guy's all over the place. Seems to know everyone in the zone. Where do you know him from?
If not for him, Scar and I wouldn't be working together right now. I was interested in meeting him, and Richter arranged it. I wouldn't recommend someone unless I was certain of their competence. Richter knows his way around the zone. If anyone from this list is still here, he'll track them down for you.
Do you know where I can find Richter?
When he's not busy with his clients, he usually frequents the 100 Rods bar in Rostock. Try looking for him there. You can ask our guide. He'll help you find your way there.
Here's the Polovin. No clinking glasses on this one.
He seemed like a decent dude.
You want to chat?
We were just having a few drinks, and then he glanced at his PA.
I need to find some people.
Turned into a different person.
Ozerski mentioned you might be able to help me with that.
You're making some friends, I see. Ozerski is a man with the heart of gold. When he's not being pain in the ass, anyway.
You seem pretty popular yourself. Are you some kind of recruiter? Bringing folks to Strider, mingling with scientists, cozying up to Scar. And you keep popping up wherever I go, too.
Must be the zone's will. Nah, there's a plenty of recruiters here without me. By the way, there's that stalker who showed up after the signal, S.T.A.L.K.E.R. Ever heard of him? He's a legend around here. I hear he's putting together a new crew. He doesn't like what's going on in the zone and he wants to shake things up.
What's S.T.A.L.K.E.R. up to? What's his plan?
That's something you gotta ask the man himself. And if he doesn't trust you enough, you'll never find out. S.T.A.L.K.E.R. is the type who keeps his plans to himself.
What happened to his old crew?
I could tell you they found lots of rare artifacts, left for the mainland, and lived happily ever after. But in reality, not everyone made it back from their trip to the monolith.
How can I find this S.T.A.L.K.E.R. guy?
Nah. I might have said too much already. Either the zone's gonna help you, or S.T.A.L.K.E.R. will find you himself. But I don't think you two would hit it off right now. As long as you and Scar keep looking for the Shining Zone, you better stay away from S.T.A.L.K.E.R. He doesn't trust or cooperate with anyone. Can you really blame him?
I found folks in the zone I can trust. S.T.A.L.K.E.R. just needs to try harder. Speaking of which, do you know anyone on this list?
I know one of them, Dvupalov. He's a real grump when he's sober, which, thankfully, isn't often.
Yeah, everything you have in one.
He's usually holed up in his old hideout and doesn't entertain visitors. If you want to talk to him, you'll need to bring him a collar from a mutant. He used to do some research with the collars, and now he just collects them. Talk about sentimental.
Do you know where I can find mutants with those collars?
Sure. I'll even share the coordinates. But keep in mind that Dvupal's been collecting these collars for a while now. The less dangerous mutants are all gone. Only the nasty ones are still out there. So be careful. See ya!
None of us were fond of the Wardens. But at least they brought some order. Now we've got war everywhere.
Son of a bitch! It ain't coming out.
Watch out. This one's a sneaky little freak.
Chill, boys. Something's not right. There ain't no one here. I know you're here somewhere. Everyone stay the torch. I know you're here somewhere. What do you think? Something all right. I know you're here somewhere. I smell bullshit. Something's not right. I smell bullshit.
Looks like you made it and got the collar, so you're good to go to Dvupalov. I've tagged the location of his hideout for you. You should be able to get there just fine. If he asks you for a password, just say the leash.
Are you planning to guide people again, or have you given up on it completely?
I'm not sure, Skiff. The risk is too great. Even if I don't hurt anyone, I'm still a long way from becoming a true guide.
Thanks for the tip. I gotta go.
Safe travels.